Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to do the My Best 10 Gacha, where this is a gacha that only comes once every 10 years, as it says on the banner. We get to choose the pool that we get a monster from. You get to pick 10 monsters, any 10 monsters, whether it's a limited monster or a general pool monster. It's up to you. Of course, there are restrictions. You cannot include any time limited characters, so that would include alpha monsters or of course collab characters. Those are not included in this gacha. However, this is a free gacha, and well, I've already pre-selected this so you don't have to go through the pains of figuring out which 10 you want to pick. I'm sure a lot of you out there had to think it over what exactly you wanted to pick. And for those of you who are still on the fence, there's a good rule of thumb is, of course, look at any strong meta characters that you do not have, like for example Lucy, Yakumo, Neo, still top tier characters that you don't have. Definitely add them there, and then go ahead and take a look at gachas that are not part of your regiment of regular pulls, right? Like for example, as a regular gacha, the Legends and the Guardians, probably top tier, right? You pull on those a lot. Consider taking a look at some of those gachas that are specific, elemental specific, or Oriental Travelers, for example. Things that you don't normally pull on, go ahead and take a look at those monsters and see if there's anybody there that you really want. And then of course, there are the newer characters who haven't had a chance to shine yet. They clearly will have a stage sometime in the future where they are going to shine, so you might not want to miss out on that. For example, Kill Your Idol or Charlemagne. Neither of them really have any places where they've shined yet, so you may want to take a look at those characters too. And then the other big area that you want to look at, is there any stage right now that you are having trouble with that another character, right, even a second copy, would make your life easier? Right, so the short list I have written down is you've got Satori in C9, you've got Muse in C2, C being the castle, right? Temano, I forget the rest of the name. The Tenma area, right? We've got Kirinji in C10, who will also help with farming for Archulete. Faust for C8, Memory C5, Onimaru C3, very strong there. That's why I have him on the list, even though I already have one. Odenta for the Abyss Depths, right? The Nayuta stage. That's basically an Odenta stage, and I don't have her on my main. And of course, Watatsumi and or Amakusa are really good for C1 if you can't even get the castle started with that stage. Great option to pick as well. So, as you can see, most of the characters I picked I have selected as being non-owned characters. And then just, I ended up filling out with the fact that I would really love a second Muse. I would really love a second Onimaru. Even though Muse is, in a gacha that I would roll fairly often, it's always good to get an extra one early. So I've opted to pick for that. So you can see 8 out of 10 will be new. 2 of them will be a dupe, but I'll be happy with those dupes. And you maybe notice that I'm starting with my main rather than my alt. Usually I start with my alt on these kind of gachas, but my plan for my alt is to completely pick something that neither of my accounts have, so that I can at least have a brand new character on both accounts, so that I can at least share it on my main when necessary. I do have a Faust and I do have an Odenta on my alt, but and it does also have Kirinji, but I would really like to have one on my main as well. So this is the configuration I'm picking for my main. So let's see how this goes. Yes. So we'll do that, and there is there is an animation to guarantee that you'll get a limited monster. Now of course all of my characters are limited, so it doesn't really help, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Oh, it's a limited character. Yeah, oh, we know that. Let's see. Alright, there we go. We got Satori. Very nice. Really happy to grab her. awesome get for sure for my main account. So without further ado, let's switch to my alt account where we will be picking characters that neither account has, with the exception of one. So give me a second to switch. Alright, we are back, and here we are on my alt account. And like I said, for my alt account, my strategy is just to have somebody completely new between my two accounts, with the exception of one character. That is Lucifer. My alt account does not have a Lucy. I can lend one Lucy to my alt account, but I need another to be able to maximize. So I would love to get one Lucy on this account. So I'm gonna put that there. That's the only one where I actually have it on my main as well. But everybody else you see is completely new for both accounts. So it's just great to cover that gap. Well, hopefully it's a great character, right? So we've got Kill Your Idol, we've got Mikhail, Charlemagne, Shoki, right? From Oriental Travelers. Then we got Schrodinger, we've got Abyss. No, Babylon. That's Babylon, I think. Yeah. I decided to take off Abyss because she is in the second half of the Legends. And again, I'm going to pull on Legends quite often, so we'll just keep her around. Amrita, I don't have her on either account, which is surprising. And then Mukuro. And then this is a little bit of a bet to see if we're going to get something for them anytime soon for a Kai. But 2 for all, I actually do not have on either account. So 9 out of 10 will be completely new across both accounts. 1 out of 10 is Lucifer, and I would just be happy to get that, period. So let's do that and see how it goes. Let's go! Strike shot! Shufuku fuku no shirase! Well, I already know I'm getting a new character, so that doesn't tell me anything. Ah, Charlemagne! Awesome. Alright, this is great. This is great. Really happy to see Charlemagne there. So, there you go. 2 very new characters for my account. We've got Satori on my main, Charlemagne on my alt. Pretty darn good results, if I can say so myself. Would have been nice to fill in those holes with those older monsters, but yeah. Actually, no, I don't know. I'm not sure if there was anything that I would have really wanted. I think I would have been really happy with Lucy, but having a new character is pretty darn good. And especially since, you know, really Charlemagne hasn't had a chance to shine quite yet, will be interesting to see where she gets some love going forward in this game. And seeing, because, I mean, she is going to get something. Hopefully it isn't something like a one-off that's, you know, one and done and then they don't touch her again. But it's a pretty darn good skill set to take advantage of, right? You've got gravity barrier, transport walls, lasers, blocks, and magic circles you could deal with. So she could be pretty versatile. So looking forward to that. Anyways, that's it for me today. Let me know how your polls went. Who did you pick in your 10? Who did you end up getting? I hope you got somebody nice. Hopefully you didn't, you know, play like Russian roulette with your picks and had a little gag slot picked for you. I know YouTubers will end up doing that, which is always painful to see, but I guess that's what entertainment is, right? This is just straight up, you know, desire from my side. Anyways, if you have not done so already, hit the like button, subscribe, comment below. mons on Twitter /X is the place you can get for the latest news. We are certainly going to get some news this week, I assume, for the last celebration before we get to the anniversary stream, which should be not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. Assuming everything works out, I will be doing that live for you guys. So let's just enjoy that together, hopefully. And of course, the Discord channel. Don't forget to join if you would like to talk with other folks who love the game and speak English as well. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye, man.